Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. That'll be complete to Breida.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards to pick up, first down. The Bills at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd down and 3.
56.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The first drive here, the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So that Charles has a season long right there.
And I was really excited we trust him from? This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Diggs going in motion right. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Allen to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Slot man moves right. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Bass is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So the scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to give me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Fields. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Albert O, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. Dancing to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's a fun one to watch right there. Nice in breaking around and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
56, 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Try to lay one up deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Cook up the gut. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Cook. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 17 yards out. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fields. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Okuebu now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Cook again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. This a quick pass to Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call.
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And this will be marked down at the 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Broncos. Tyler Beatty from a yard out. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single day.
And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. And that's complete to Brown. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Williams. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They run. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
All eyes on Fields. And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They snap it to Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bills have just about shown up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they do.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team 5.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. Slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later,
that motherfucker. It is what it is, bro. No, it is what it is, bro. I ain't tripping. No, it's fine, man. I know what I did wrong. Yeah, I'm fine. Nah. You know what it was? You know what it was? And I already know what happened, and that kind of messed me up a lot. No, not even that. No, it was No, no, more than anything, one thing I didn't account for is that time possession. That time possession. I didn't get it the stuff I wanted to soon enough. Cause I had the ball for like 3 plays in the first quarter. I was like, fuck, you had a fuck that bitch. Like you had that bitch. No, no, but I'm saying like it was like cool 3-0. I'm cool with that, but I'm like, fuck, that's just that's wild. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn